Hello, and welcome to the Be Bold Academy. This is week 3, lesson 2. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about overcoming objections and some tips on how to do that. My name is Amanda Catherine Roman. I'm a Diamond Beachbody coach, and I am also a wife and a mom. My husband and I run this business as a family business together. So Dave is also a Beachbody coach. And we've got 3 little ones, 5, 4, and 5 months old. So they keep us busy. I am also a high performance coach helping people achieve high performance in a variety of areas in their life. So I really love helping other people, and I'm glad that you are here with us today.
Yeah, my name's Lisa Pizik. Lots of people call me Lisa P because I'm the owner of Lisa P's Quick Fitness. I'm an ACE certified trainer. I'm also a diamond level Beachbody coach. I do that as well as a family business with my husband, Eric. We have a little guy named Oliver who is 2 now. So in addition to being a trainer and a coach, I'm also a registered nurse, mom, wife. And same as Amanda, I'm passionate about teaching people, educating. And this week, I'm really excited that we're going to talk about overcoming objections. And I love that we have this Be Bold Academy because there is a little bit of boldness that ties into overcoming these objections.
Absolutely. And I think the first step, really, I know, Lisa, you're going to tell us a little bit more about it, but it's what you can do, personally to help prepare yourself, because everybody is not going to say yes right off the bat. I know I certainly didn't say yes right off the bat, even when it was my husband that was asking me. So maybe that's a good place to start, Lisa, is how to prepare for knowing that objections will be coming.
So objections, like what are we talking about? Well, I think the biggest objections that people have, whether it's let's talk about challenger first. So you're talking to your challengers. Biggest objection I find people have is money. Money is the biggest objection. Time to work out. And I think money and time are probably the 2 biggest objections challenger wise. Coach wise, I think probably the same thing. Money, definitely time. And a lot of people say, well, I don't look like a fitness professional. I get that a lot.
That's the other one.
So I'll share a little bit about both of those in a time-sensitive manner, because I could probably talk forever about each of these, because I've experienced a lot of these objections and a lot of these things in my own life. So I think the first one, money. So a few things that I like to break it down. People say, I don't have the money. I don't know if I could spend that money. I know definitely as moms, like any moms out there, we have a lot of guilt about like spending money on ourselves. And I do tell people this is an investment. I don't want to mislead anyone and let them know that no matter what you're doing, this is an investment in yourself. But this is an investment in bettering yourself. And I talked about in my introduction, all those roles that I have, mom, wife, trainer, nurse, like all that stuff going on, right? When it's like they say that you can't pour from an empty cup. Like when you don't take care of yourself, you cannot give to anybody else. You are not your best self to anybody else, right? And Brendon Burchard talks a lot, I love that guy, about like high performance and being a high performer. And a lot of stuff I know he talks about is mastering your own routine. So if you want to be a better mom or a better wife or a better businessman or businesswoman or coach, all of that falls in place when you come back to the root of taking care of yourself. So I tell people, yes, money, it's an investment in yourself, but you're not going to be able to put a dollar value on what you're going to get out of it in the end, right? So yes, okay, say you're buying a challenge pack and I'm making up a price. You're going to pay $183 for a challenge pack. What about the first time you try on a pair of jeans that you haven't been able to get into in 10 years? Is that worth $183? I think it's worth more than $100. It's priceless, right? A MasterCard commercial, right? It's priceless. What the look on your child's face when you're not tired and short of breath at the park and you're chasing after them, being the cool mom going down the slide. What is that? What value can you put on that, right? So dig a little bit deeper past just the dollar signs. But even I take it a step back to say, I throw it back in their court. I can't assume, right? What value do you feel you need to see to be able to know that you're getting a return on your investment, or to know that you're comfortable in the money that you purchased, right? Sometimes people just say, you know what, if I lose a little bit, if I lose 5 pounds and I feel better, then I know it's a good investment. And then you can jump in and say, well, absolutely. If you stick to the plan and you work with me, I can guarantee you're going to lose 5 pounds. It's a foolproof plan. We know fitness, nutrition, motivation, support, it's a foolproof plan, right? Or if people say, well, if I dig into this and I make the $100 and whatever dollar investment, If I say to people, if you dig in and you work it, you will get back your initial investment and then some. And what would you do with that what would you do with that extra money? Would you get a mani-pedi? Would you go on a vacation? Would you pay off your mortgage? Would you pay off school loans? Like, would you buy organic produce? Like, I don't know. Like, what would you do with that extra money? It's going to come if you trust the process. So I really try to dig into that money, not so much the initial, what they're going to spend, but what is value to them. That looks differently for everyone. And then encouraging them that when they make that investment and they dig in, you will deliver. You will deliver that to them. And we know that is the results that we deliver. People look better. People feel better. People get financial freedom. People live their life by design, especially in the coaching aspect, right? So that's the biggest one that I think I like to talk about I think money is the biggest one. Same thing we get that a lot with Shakeology. I call Shakeology like the Mercedes-Benz of shakes, but it's incredible. You get what you pay for, right? You can't compare. A lot of people don't know. I just had a lady yesterday say to me, because we were talking about meal replacement, and I was saying, well, for money with Shakeology, what I tell people is I work it into our grocery budget. So we have it, my husband and I, and my son even, we have it for breakfast every morning. So I buy a lot less breakfast foods. We don't buy a lot of oatmeal, milk, cereals, pancakes, syrup. Like, we don't buy that breakfast-like food because we have Shakeology. We work it into our budget, right? So I tell people you can, it's meal replacement, but they say, okay, so a lady said to me, what's the difference between that and Slim Fast? And I'm like, right? And I'm like, oh my God, where do I begin? So again, it goes back to that. People a lot of times don't know. They think they're comparing apples to apples. And how come one shake is $30 and one shake is $130? And you're like, well, there's these ingredients in this shake and there's these ingredients in Shakeology, right? And this might be a fat burner weight loss shake. This is like the healthiest meal of the day that's got every food group in it. And that's the piece that I really hit with everyone. It's every food group. It's your protein, your fruits, your veggies, your prebiotics, your probiotics, and your superfoods. It's not a protein shake. That's just one part of the food group. And I tell people, you're buying it in bulk. Yeah. You buy it in a 24 to 30 serving thing, right? So if you were to go to Costco or Sam's Club or wherever you are, and you were going to buy 30 incredibly full, complete, healthy meals, when you went to that checkout, what's your bill be? Costco, I say Costco is like the $300 store because everything costs, but you're buying in bulk. You're not buying a single, what do they say it works out to, $4 or $5 a shake?
Yeah, less than $4. Yep.
Less than $4. So I tell people, like, you're buying the healthiest meal you possibly can in bulk. So think about that. That's like some tips. I know Shakeology costing too much is like a huge objection. So I just wanted to dig a little bit deeper in that because I think that's a comment that might serve, because a lot of coaches I know struggle with that.
Yeah, and I think really great examples, Lisa. And I think another thing to keep in mind too is that you can help them understand the value, again, by talking about your experience. So my family had a very similar experience with Lisa, where all of our kids, except the newborn, although I'm nursing, so he gets it anyway, drink Shakeology. So I drank Shakeology all throughout my third pregnancy. Our kids drink it every day. They ask for it. They beg for it. We actually usually run out of our Shakeology in our house. We need to start buying another bag. And so it's worked into our family budget. And we actually spend less money at the grocery store because that's how it works out in our household. So being able to, again, explain your personal experience with spending the money as an investment in yourself and how that is related to your day-to-day life will help other people understand. So again, anything that you can do to share your personal experience is going to help them overcome an objection that they have, because they're talking with you already about it. So there is a level of trust and relationship already built. And in continuing to build that relationship, being open and honest about the experiences that you've had, which are obviously phenomenal because you decided to become a Beachbody coach yourself, is what's going to allow them to take that leap and, make that bold move for themselves. So I think those are all really important things to keep in mind. So there is a great document in the Coach Online office. If you visit that in the training and news section, it's actually just called How to Overcome Objections. You can also find it on our team page in the files section. So we hope everyone will check that out. And I think Lisa has a couple of last parting words she wanted to share too.
I do. And also when we think about money too, just to go back one more thing, it's a great opportunity to opportune discount coaches. I get a lot of discount coaches of people that's how a lot of us start. We love the products. I have a lot of people that say, I love Shakeology, but God, that cost is so expensive. How do I make it work in my life? And that's the other way I say, well, did you know? And a lot of times I call it a VIP discount, not a coach, because a lot of people get like, oh, coach. Like, I don't want to coach anybody. Like, I don't know what to do with that, right? So I say VIP discount. The last point I just want to touch on, that whole, like, I don't know if I'm qualified to be doing this. I don't know if I'm confident doing this. Yes. I'm not the face of fitness. I think, and again, this is being bold, but being okay with yourself. I think a few things, like, I want to try to wrap this up shortly, but a few things I think of. Okay, not everybody is going to like you. Like, just let that sit in for a moment, because I was a classic people pleaser. I know in my own fitness business, when I started to put out my videos, I had like 400 people who like loved me. And I literally did it 4 months after I had my son. I didn't care. I was like, whatever. I want to serve people. I want to get the videos out there. I don't care that I still have like 40 pounds of baby weight bopping around. I don't care. I'm on my journey. It's me. Yeah. Take me or leave it, right? And I will tell you, it took me this is like I just woke up confident and was like, take it or leave it. Personal development, being with the right people. It took me a long time to get there. But there were like 400 people that were like, whoa, we love it. And then there were like 2 people that were like, oh, wow, she doesn't look very fit. Oh, wow, who does she think she is, the face of fitness? And of course, for a while, I focused in on those like 2 people. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should look a little fitter. Maybe I should do X, Y, and Z. Maybe I should just wait till I lose the baby weight. And then I should put videos out. But then I thought, how much time would I be losing in serving people and helping people if I waited till that perfect moment came when I felt like I looked perfect? No. Like, get your message out there. We keep going back to this, right? You have a story to tell. You are the expert of your unique story. So really the only qualifications to being a coach is being passionate and wanting to help people and not being afraid to share your own experiences with people. I think those are like the qualifications of being a coach. Sure, if you look fit and you are a trainer or a nutritionist, that certainly helps. But again, we're talking about relationships in this. People want to spend time with people that have been through it, that have been through the struggles. And it takes a really bold person to share those struggles. But I'm telling you, my Facebook posts, when I share those struggles, they get the most interaction of people reaching out to me, talking to me, because deep down inside, especially I think as women, we all feel inadequate. We all feel not sexy. We all feel unconfident, at different points or times in our life. Those are real emotions that we all feel. And I think being a coach isn't being afraid to say how this experience has helped you. And that, I think, is what makes an amazing coach. So, a lot of people say, well, I'm not fit yet. No, but walking the walk with someone is super inspiring.
Yeah.
And super motivating. It's like me as a trainer. I do my classes with my people. I'm not the trainer with the clipboard with my arms crossed blowing the whistle, because I want to walk the walk with people. I want to meet you where you're at. And I think that is when people say, well, I couldn't do what you do. I don't look fit. Even time. I don't have a lot of time. However much time you have is your time. You have 20 minutes a day, do it 20 minutes a day. You have an hour a day, do it an hour a day. Give to the world what you can give, because that's good enough. As long as you're showing up and giving the best you can give, I think that is what makes a good coach.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. And I love that you are the expert of your own story. And just to tie into that and remember that, what was it that attracted you to signing up for a challenge pack, a challenge group, about Shakeology? And remember that, again, this is about relationships. People are going to want to follow you and do what you are doing if you show them the whole thing, the struggles and the challenges, and the fact that you have a real life with family and kids, or a busy, lifestyle, or a work, or traveling, whatever it is that's special about your life that makes your story unique. When you share that and are willing to do that in service of helping other people, that's what attracts people to you. And that's what will help you naturally build those relationships and then have the trust in place so that you can help them overcome their own objections. So
yeah,
I hope this serves. I think there's a lot of great content in this lesson. And remember, share any additional tips or questions that you have, and use the hashtag building a bold business. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next lesson.